but I didn't want to leave my supper to any later, or I would be having indigestion issues tonight. So I had to finish it. And tomorrow is the last day of my holiday weekend, and I'm having a hamburger. Tonight I had a bacon and tomato sandwich, just one. Now I have to get organized here. Again, where the heck did that go? Sorry I'm late. Well, I'll just have to get another one, won't I? Ooh. I like this one. This is one of my favorite pieces of fabric. Isn't that lovely? So, let me do this. So how's everybody doing? Thanks again for your, excuse me. Thanks again for your support today and keeping me company. We've, Howie went out in the third round, and I'm sorry if I was abrupt in leaving, but look at the sun. I got sun today. My face is, yes? Okay. You got a surprise for me? I'll be right back. Oh, you're bringing in my stuff, right? I thought you were trying to sneak in the bedroom. Howie was bringing in my, you have to forgive my attire, folks. I quite literally got home, jumped in the shower while Howie cooked bacon. I sliced the tomatoes. Howie made bacon and put the bread in the toaster. And he was just bringing in my basket. That's how we travel. In the coach, there's Howie's basket and there's my basket. So, hello. Let me say hi. Well, you know what? I'm going to wait for a few more people to get in because apparently I start talking way too soon. Mary Jo Hyde Mosley. Hey, you've been away for a while, Mary Jo Mosley. I sure would like a card reading if you don't mind. Been under a lot of stress. Well, I will do what I can. Just let me get, I've had my shower and I had a gobbled supper. Okay, first we're going to get, you know what? The animal cards aren't calling me tonight. This one is. Okay, I'm feeling 3 decks of cards tonight. Today I've got our first look and hands-on with stop it. So, Howie's got another race next weekend, which I won't be going. I got home. I don't have to talk any more about the races. Okay? No more about the races. You did good today, honey. Or you did good this weekend, honey. And that was high praise from my husband. Because, oh, come on. I got to get my window open here. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Because I had my walking sticks, and instead of trying to get in and out of the coach, I picked when I would be out of the coach, and I didn't get in and out of the coach all the time. So, for instance, Friday night when we got there, I went around and said hello to everybody, and then I did Freaky Friday. Yesterday, I hung out in the coach till around, I don't know, in the afternoon. And then I was out and about this morning at 9:30, 10 o'clock. So, because I got a good sleep last night. So, but and while I was outside, instead of trying to climb in and out of the coach to use the bathroom, I just walked with my sticks. As long as I've got my walking sticks, I find them easier than a walker because they're an extra set of feet. So when I'm and the public bathrooms, did you get it all figured out, baby? Okay, I love you. Have a good snooze. Okay, did you take your butter? Okay. So these walking sticks, fighting a cold, it's ginger ale, Mucinex, chicken noodle soup weekend. Oh, honey, I was starting to feel pretty crappy last night. Like I was getting cold but then it got really cold and we had a storm. So, I forget what I was saying. Just give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute to settle in. So instead, I would walk to the public bathroom, which is, for me, it's a fairly big distance. But I don't need Howie because, see, I used to have to take Howie with me to the bathroom because there's 3 steps up to the built the little outdoor bathroom and showers, and there's no railings. And the stairs are so low, it's not something I can do on 4. So when I have my walking sticks, they go up on the next step, and I've got stability, right? So I went for a few walks this weekend, and to the bathroom and back, and did some filming and visited. I actually had a really good time today. Yesterday, I was kind of strung out from not sleeping properly, and the first night in the coach is always the worst. See, I just start getting comfortable when we come home. You know what I mean? All right, let me just get my stuff cleaned up here. Tweedly-dee, tweedly-dee. Give it. Whatever. Sorry, folks. I'm still getting organized. Usually, I spend. What the heck are you? The heck? One of my lights is on and I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it's for. Well, we'll find out if I start typing in French, won't we? But usually I take a half an hour to get set up. But, hey, Pioneer Girl. But it got really cold last night. Like, I remember at some point in the night grabbing Howie's blanket and starting to pull it over on top of mine. And he goes, "Don't be taking my blanket." And I said, "Well, then go get me another one." Because I was like, oh, even with Gracie in bed with us. So we got a really wicked storm. I think Howie got it on footage because it looked like a line of clouds coming across the sky. Like a blanket being pulled up, right? And he got it on film, so I may put it in a video this week. All right, let's say hi. Let me just put you on tilt here for a second. What? Says there's only 5 of us here. Life with the Wolfies, Mary Jo Mosley, my Pioneer Girl, Sandy Wilkerson, Sherry Leach. I think there's more people here than that. Nobody talking? That's all right. That's all right. Let me just pop this chat out now. Whoops. And bring it on over here so that I can read it better. There we go. So, I'm on top chat too. I should really be on live chat. There we go. Anyway, got home and to a bunch of yellow and orange tomatoes. Excuse me. Hey, Glory. And hi, Helen. How are you? Well, it's just if you don't talk, your name doesn't pop up on the participants list. So it's been raining for the last hour. Oh, we had some torrential rain last night. We had some torrential rain, and thank goodness, But the coach needs a once over, right? We're talking about not this November, but the following November, November 2023, of maybe going south for a couple of weeks in November 2023. And maybe we'll do some pit stops along the way to say hi to people. So, hey, Minnesota farm wife, Julie Otteson, how are you, darling? I've been here super early. Glory and Sherry. Anybody see Seashell come in or Urban Homestead come in? So yeah. Well, we're gonna I don't know if we're gonna go, we're probably gonna go to Florida, but I don't know the route we're gonna take. I really don't. So who asked me for a card? This is for the person who asked me for a card. She's been having a hard time, a lot of sickness and stuff going on in the family. Mary Jo. It's Mary Jo. Okay. Well, I know there's a lot of people say you can pull in my driveway anytime, but it's maybe another story when we actually do it. Hey, Seashell. Okay, sweetheart. Okay. I bought Mel some diapers that were called Kawaii diapers. And it made me think of you. Whoa, here we go. You got a card, Mary Jo. Oh, wow. You got the door to spirit, Mary Jo. Now, I know there's a lot of things going on in your family, but sorry, I can't focus. I'll be right back. I got an itch. Did he leave that frying pan on? Nope. Sorry about that. I thought I could smell that. I thought he left the frying pan on. And I want to be able to focus here. Yeah. I've got your card, Mary Jo. But before I go any further, I want to cleanse. While I was there, while I was checking the stove, I put the hot bacon fat through a sieve. Oh, it's going to make something good someday. You know what I call bacon fat? Bacon fat that's been strained and it's nice and white and clean. I call that country butter. Smoke of the sacred white sage. Cleanse us of negativity, clarify our thoughts, and send our hopes and prayers up to the Creator on your smoke. Honesty. Okay. All right. Now, oh, wow, Pioneer Girl. Okay. Now, Mary Jo, you got the door to spirit. And what the door to spirit shows, if you look very carefully, I don't know if I can do this with the glare on it, but you see that the door to spirit is always open. And you see the dove, and you see all these little particles going in and out through the door. That means that for you, you're going to need your strength. You're going to need you are going through a lot, and it doesn't look hopeful. But the truth is, what you need to know is that as long as the door to our heart is open to our Creator, we will be given strength, and we will be given fortitude, and we will be given peace to get through the hard things to come. But it's also open for those that need to pass through. Do you understand? And that this is telling you that everything that goes on, no matter how horrid it seems, is all in a plan that maybe you just don't see right now. But take strength from your faith and know that whatever comes, nothing ever ends. Okay? Hey, Isabella Rudd, how's it going, sweetheart? Whoops. So, hui. Did I roll that? Where did it go? I am just not doing well here. Did I put it back? No, I didn't. Okay. We talked about this a few days ago. We talked about the energy, the soul, the light you got to look at us as kind of like jack-o'-lanterns, okay? No Halloween stuff or anything, but think about us. The light inside of us is God-given. And just because, the pumpkin goes bad and it, actually I cook mine and redo them or make them into pie. But just because it dies, and just because the candle gets snuffed out, it does not mean the light is gone. Energy does not leave. It just transforms into something else. Hey, Seashell, how are you, darling? I hope that's true. God is with me. I'm so exhausted physically, mentally. You just ask God to help you keep putting one foot in front of the other. God doesn't take away our troubles. God helps us. God shows us how to get through them, right? My mother, the jack-o'-lantern, had no time to go bad. She killed the art and made pies. Of course. I'm going to make some pretty weird pies this year. I'm putting up a fortune-telling tent on Thanksgiving weekend at the races. And when I say a fortune-telling tent, it's like, because our Thanksgiving in Canada is like the 10th or 12th. It's the second Monday in October. And that's when we have the final race of the year. We do this, we call it the Spooktacular. We have a big turkey dinner, big turkey potluck dinner. Like last year, I took 2 pumpkin pies, and I should have taken more. And then the kids from the junior dragsters all get dressed up, and all their little brothers and sisters and they all trick or treat through the trailers to the coaches of all the racers. And I'm putting up a gypsy tent, and I told them that today, and they said, well, you better talk to Arnie. I said, I got witnesses that the first team meeting breakfast of the year, I asked Arnie if I could do a gypsy fortune telling tent at the Spooktacular, and he said yes. And I'm not charging for it. I'm not charging anybody. There'll be a tip jar, yeah, but I'm not charging. That's the way it works, right? Wendy! Did I see Wendy's here? Wendy! Hey, baby. Look, I got some sun today. I've had a shower. Now I need to go behind the fan. How's everybody doing at home, Wendy? Okay. I had this problem the other day. I couldn't find my bloody fan. Oh, there it is. I bet folks will look forward to it next year. Well, there was a bunch of people at that, not a bunch, but 5 or 6 people when I was doing Freaky Friday. Howie comes into the trailer and goes, what are you streaming on? I said, it's unlisted, man. It's Patreon, right? And I gave him the link, because one of the racers' girlfriends was listening outside the trailer to me sing. So they watched it. And he said, my girlfriend had a blast. And I said, well, maybe next time I'll do it outside and let everybody watch. Damn the poor torpedoes, full speed ahead. And if I make an ass of myself, I'll have fun doing it, right? Picked blackberries and made preserves. Hey, Waldo, how are you? It didn't jelly like I'd like. It's smoky here, though. Well, you know what? Thank you, Wendy. Why do you go behind your fan? It's not because I don't smoke cigarettes, sweetheart. Cigarettes will kill you. I smoke medication. That's why I go behind the fan, or YouTube will take the monetization off my video and give me a strike for dangerous behavior. So, thank you, Wendy. Excuse me. So I came home and I filled a half a 5-gallon pail with yellow and oranging tomatoes. Got 3 or 4 zucchinis coming out. I got 4 big spaghetti squash in my porch because I went to look at them and the stem broke off about that long up. So I thought, well, I'll just put them in a cardboard box on the porch, and when they go ripe, I'll eat them. But I'm really looking forward to, I hope I get more, because I want to cut them in half and seed them and then bake them and then take all the spaghetti squash out and dehydrate it or freeze it. And then Howie can have noodles if he wants. He's not fond of spaghetti squash, but Howie can have the noodles if he wants, and I'll have spaghetti squash. So thank you, Wynn. I got several of them, but they're all over the place. And then there's a set on Amazon I want to get that's like this, but each one is a different color, right? I like the black fans. I really do. It's very Latin feeling. Family just decarbed for some oil. I'm always in charge. I was talking about that with one of the fellows at the races today. He was saying, he said it's better to eat, cannabis, make oil, or, there's RSO oil. And I said, no offense, Stefan. But I had a channel, in, let's see, 9 years ago called Cooking with Cannabis. I said, I take my medication very seriously. So, and he goes, really? And I said, yeah. And I'm building that channel again on Rumble. I have some cannabis videos on Mrs. Wolfie on the Rumble channel, but I'm doing Cooking with Cannabis. I've already named my channel on Rumble Cooking with Cannabis, and I'm going to start doing it. It's almost harvest season, kiddies. It's almost harvest season. I wonder if some of your medication would make me feel better. Well, that depends, honey. That depends. If it's a sativa, it can help you have a panic attack if you're anxious or nervous or have any kind of anxiety. But if it's a high level indica, I might want to melt into the couch. Now, my son has a problem with the high indicas because he's a thinker and a talker, and he's really good with words. And when he gets melted into the couch, he feels he gets anxious because he has no control. Not that you have no control, but it's like, okay, I can't move, right? He would rather have a higher sativa because that's the way he is. He's a thinker. Does that make sense? Oh. Man-made whiskey, God-made pot. Amen. Well, look, I've had this cup forever. It was one of my mother-in-law's cups down the basement. Now it's mine. Do you guys have a prescription to use it? I don't need a prescription. I live in Canada, and it's legal here. However, In 2013, it took 6 months of background checks, pain specialist recommendations, government paperwork. 6 months. How he had to have a criminal record, a criminal background check, and all that stuff to grow it. So in 2013, not only was I legal before it became legal in Canada, I was medically legal, and Howie was my still is my grower, because I can't physically manage growing all those plants and trimming them and everything. Like, not all those plants, there's 4, but I mean, I can't manage the size of the plants, cutting them down and trimming them. My hands wouldn't let me, right? I should take a break, but I'll worry about the pain tomorrow. Have a spinning good time. Where are you going, freaky geek? Going to lurk while I spin. Hope I don't trip over the wheel. Oh, well, enjoy. Well, if you want to type something, you type something. Hey, Jimmy S., how's it going? Oh, my neck is so sore. My neck is so sore from like watching the races like this, because my neck, that's as far as my head goes. Like, if they tell you how far can you turn your head, it's not how far you can turn your head until it snaps. It's how far can you turn your head comfortably, and that's as far as mine goes. That way and there on that way. I've had whiplash twice. So, right? You need something to give you energy. Oh, well, have I got something for you? Ginger Blast green juice. You get that in the morning. Oh, thank you for reminding me. I got to take I'm going to start back on Tuesday. Tomorrow's Labor Day, so I'm having a hamburger, but I'm going to start on my green juice and my bouncing again tomorrow. So, energy. If you think about the green juice this way, I'm going to make a different recipe as things become available, like carrots and chard and stuff like that. I'm going to get some arugula and stuff from the thing, and I'm going to make myself some more green juice. But green juice, it's like a pint. But if you actually see how much, you think about this, I get 14 pints from all of that food laid out. And it took me a half an hour to grind it all, right? So I've got all my celery. I'm going to juice it. And the pulp I'm going to dehydrate and grind it for celery powder. Just kind of like vegetable powder. If you want some more punch into soups and stuff, you can throw celery powder in, just like putting celery seed. Or except, you can put celery powder in, tomato powder in. I'm going to make carrot powder. I'm going to make a lot of stuff. I made a beautiful caprese salad for dinner, and I'm so excited. Fresh tomatoes, mozzarella, basil, balsamic glaze. I had a bacon tomato sandwich. It was on sprouted grain, 12 grain bread. And I used 3 thick slices of tomato and 3 little pieces of bacon. One big sandwich. But it wasn't like 2 sandwiches with bread and a little bit of tomato, a little bit of bacon. It was a lot of tomato and a healthy amount of bacon, only 2 slices of bread. So I'm getting my way back down. What is a caprese salad anyway? Sending you positive energy and vibes your way, Mary Jo. Absolutely. Will it keep going to the bathroom? Well, what keep going to the bathroom? That green juice, it only makes you trot when you leave the pulp in. And Angie would sieve off a lot of the pulp that comes out of the juicer. And I had the strainer for the pulp, but I also put the pulp in the juice. And that's what makes you trot, so to speak. But it's celery, arugula. Oh, Angie, I can't remember the name of that one thing. Fennel, celery. The root things are like the heavy vegetables are. You get a thumb of ginger. and a finger of turmeric and a whole fennel and 2 lemons, and that's your base. And then you add arugula and celery and cucumbers and apples and mint and lemons. And I tell you something, a pint of that is like eating a raw salad, a chunky raw salad the size of a dishpan almost. But the nutrients are in a pint, so to speak, right? It's Italian salad. You slice tomatoes and big slices of mozzarella and layer them on a plate in a circle, drizzle them with balsamic glaze and your fresh chopped basil. The only dairy I'm having is in my tea. I am still not back on dairy. And I'll tell you something, eating bagels and hot dogs on white buns, that is why I was in so much pain yesterday. So yeah, it helps cleanse your digestive tract. So I put the pulp from juicing in the dehydrator. Now I have veggie mix. But there you go. So I think what I'll do is the next time I make the juice, I won't do the lemons and the apples first. Like I will do them separately. I'll do all the green vegetable, and I'll take that pulp and I'll dehydrate that as vegetable, because I'm going to do carrots too. Aces, how are you? It's got to be mozzarella di bufala. It's delicious. Did I say that right? Bufala? Those white carbs and sugar kills me. Yeah, and I had butter tarts too. I had a butter tart Friday night, last night, and yesterday afternoon. Store-bought ones. So if I want to save myself for a little bit here and there at Christmas, then I'm just going to have to behave, right? Because I told Howie, if I get down to the weight eventually, I don't care if I'm 62 when it happens. I want a race car. I want a race car. I want a Volkswagen or a Buick Skylark, an old 72 Buick Skylark. Late 60s, early 70s Volkswagen. I haven't even attempted to weigh myself. Have not even attempted to weigh myself. But Howie's going to the races next weekend, because you know what's coming up. I'm going to be juicing celery. I'm going to be, hopefully, next week, the carrots will be out. Usually they're at the end of August, beginning of September. But I haven't seen any yet. But it's only like September 4th. Right? So, the last I checked, I dropped 25 pounds. But I might have put on 1 or 2 this weekend. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. And I've got an idea. Did I talk to you guys about this? Are those great big watermelons? They're seeded. Yeah, it's hard to find seeded watermelons anymore. And we took half of one to the races with us, and he's still got a half a tub of watermelon out there. But I'm going to save the seeds from these watermelons for the card exchange, because they're obviously a long season watermelon. But if any of the people I get on my part of the greeting card and seed exchange are from the south, you'll be getting these watermelon seeds. These things were like this big. Yeah, this big. I couldn't lift them both. They had to be 25 pounds a piece, 25 pounds a piece. Is there a reason for no dairy? As I understand, milk itself is full of sugar and carbs, but cheese is different because of the culturing process. But the problem is we are not built to break down dairy products. We're not. We are the only animal that actually drinks milk after it's weaned. I'm not talking about cats and dogs. By nature, we are the only ones that drink milk after we're weaned. And it's not natural. The milk we drink is made for an animal with 4 stomachs. And B, when it turns into cheese, yes, the harder the cheese is, the easier it is to digest. But it's my understanding that in order to break down the cheese, because it's so acidic, it actually pulls calcium from your bones to help break down the cheese. And then when you take calcium supplements, you think you're doing yourself a favor. Now, I am not a medical doctor. This is just my experience with my body. But if I take calcium supplements without magnesium, it just ends up calcifying on your bones and joints because you're not absorbing it without the magnesium. Dairy is not good for you after you are weaned. I know, Aces, I love cheese. I love cheese. Oh, you figured out how to tick like. Awesome, Wendy. So, you know what? Have you tried it, Mary Jo? Have you tried watermelon with lemon juice? I am not kidding. Angie goes, oh, I'm going to put do you want some lemon juice on your watermelon? I said, why the hell would I put sour lemon juice on a slice of sweet watermelon? She said, Bev, have you never tried it? We don't eat watermelon without lemon juice now. Because you squeeze it, especially in the wintertime when watermelons are like greenhouse and they're tasteless and grainy and, they may be juicy, but they're not sweet. You take all the rind off, cut up nice chunks of watermelon in a bowl, and you squeeze a lemon over top of that. Oh, ambrosia, it's like eating a Starburst. It's like eating a watermelon Starburst candy. The thing is, Mary Jo, is nobody likes the taste of lemons, but in its place, it's like putting lemon on fish, right? My mouth is salivating thinking about watermelon and lemon juice. Honest to God, I can't eat it any other way now. I have pop and sugar in my coffee, and I swear I've gained weight. I don't drink pop. I might drink pop at Christmas. I might get a little glass bottle of Coca-Cola for Christmas for nostalgia reasons. But even the last time I tasted it, it just, to me, all I taste is chemicals now. I drink tea, herbal tea, water. That's about it. Tea, herbal tea, and water. Sweet tea. But I don't use sugar in my regular tea. I only take milk, and in my herbal tea I have honey. So I put lemon juice in red grapes. Yes. And that's another thing. If you drink Welch's grape juice, squeeze a half a lemon into your glass. Or squeeze 2 lemons into the jug of Welch's grape juice. Squeeze a couple of lemons into that. Pow! I'm not kidding. If you cut up cucumbers and sprinkle sugar on them, they taste like watermelon. Exactly. Cucumbers taste like watermelon if you dip them in sugar. But why would you dip a cucumber in sugar? Why not just eat the watermelon? See, we've been conditioned to have sugar. And I found out this weekend when I ate a butter tart, I'm pretty sure it had high fructose corn syrup in it. My body doesn't like that anymore. It just doesn't. It really doesn't. But, okay, Mary Jo, just try one piece of watermelon and squeeze some lemon juice over it, and then forget about it for a second, and then pop that piece in your mouth. It's like the lemon enhances the sugar. And have you never dipped a lemon in sugar or in brown sugar? Like you ever put sugar on a grapefruit? Have you ever dipped a lemon wedge in brown sugar? Oh, Wendy taught me that. Hey, Natalie, how's it going? Yeah, how was your birthday, Seashell? I actually got to sing happy birthday at the track today because Stefan said it was his birthday today. And I went, what? Oh, well, you got to have a Mrs. Wolfie happy birthday song, I'm in South Texas and we get fruit cups and we always put lime juice on it. And how do you pronounce that? Tijan? I know it's chili powder and lime and stuff. But we don't get it here. I've never seen it. But I've heard to put it on fruit. It's really good. But yeah, yummy butter tart. I haven't heard of that treat since growing up in Ontario. It's a purely Canadian treat. Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, my nephew, Wendy's eldest, um, phoned me or emailed me and said, Aunt Bev, can I have your butter tart recipe? So it's not mine. He says, what do you mean? I said, it's Aunt Josie's. Oh, okay. Because I don't put corn syrup in mine. Do you know what my butter tarts are made with? Butter, butter, brown sugar, eggs. And then you can put pecans or raisins in. Butter, brown sugar, and eggs. That's all it is. And it's not runny like syrup coming out of it. It's actually almost a custard with from the eggs. Oh, I know. Love butter tart. A butter tart is, well, in Quebec they would call it a sugar tart. But a butter tart is you make tart shells and you take, not sure, but I'm going to say a quarter pound of butter, 4 eggs, and a cup and a half of packed brown sugar, roughly, and a teaspoon of vanilla. And you just beat that to crap until all the sugar and the butter and the eggs are, and you pour that into, and only half to 2/3 full, or they will overflow in the oven. And you put some raisins in or some pecans. They're called sugar tarts. We call them butter tarts. I was raised calling them butter tarts. So, are you leaving, Shell? What's going on, Autumn? My son brought me a countertop dishwasher. Oh my God. Put a kitchen cart on wheels. I'm spoiled. That's awesome, Natalie. That's awesome. Walnuts and raisins and coconuts. Oh, see, Gypsy Mama Prepper, you just lost me with the coconuts and the walnuts. I'm allergic to walnut. I'm not allergic. They burn my mouth. Howie's allergic to nut molds. So we don't have nuts in the shell in the house anymore. But we don't do walnuts. We can't do walnuts. It makes us both sick. And I'm not a fan of coconut. Geez, I must be going to kiss a fool. I'm not a fan of coconut. If it's raw coconut in chunks, I'll eat it just like any other, like Brazil nut or anything. But if it's shredded, something about it. Hey, Terry Boivin, how's it going? Oh yeah, it was a little tricky. There's some, it's Sunday and some people are driving recklessly, and we're in a motor coach hauling a race car, right? So Aunt Josie made brown sugar sandwiches too. He only ever stays one night, so we do heavy stuff when he's here, like carrying 50 pounds bags of cat litter. Somebody told me that they were gifted 350 pounds of seed potatoes, and that I should come and enjoy their hospitality of some free potatoes. I found out they're in like Renfrew area. So you email me at connectedartsfamily@gmail.com. Depending on the amount of tomatoes, it just may be worth the gas. Just saying. Unless you have lots still in October, and we'll be going right on by when we go down to visit some family at the end of October. French fries and mashed potatoes. Oh, I'm not a big potato eater. Although I did have French fries on Friday, and they were refried. I've got to tell you this, okay? My boss used to do this at the restaurant. He would partially fry the fries and then leave them in the fry basket, so that when someone wanted fries, he could get them back into the oil really fast, and they're already partially cooked. But that means you're frying them twice, and it's absorbing the oil twice, and I friggin' hate that. They're disgusting. But we drove behind the Rona so Howie could get propane in the coach, and as we went by the fry shack, It was like hit me like a wet towel. I want fries. Fries are vegetables. I want fries. So I had fries. Hey, Freedom Sassy, how's it going? This is your first live. Love this channel. Well, thank you. I hope you also love our Half Acre Homestead and Reading with Beverly Wolfie. So I'm again going to be quite busy this week. I'm going to be roasting more tomatoes and making tomato powder. And yes, I left some of the skins on the second tray, most of the skins on the second tray. I thought, well, what the heck? It's going to get ground anyway, right? I just won't do just tomato skins. To me, that's just like cellulose, or what do they call it? Cellulose powder. That's all cellulose powder is like tomato skins or wood pulp. You know what I mean? I had potato oils for the first time in a year. What's potato oils? What's a potato oil? So delicious. Oh, well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, Sassy. I love that word, sassy. And saucy. Silly Saucy is my dog. Where is she? Howie's already gone out to the coach for the night. So, hey, JB. I'm so tired. I am so tired. But I think I'm going to sleep. I slept good last night, and I'm going to be in my own bed tonight, so it's all good. And you know what, guys? I got to go to bed. So, for all those who care to, now, remember, folks, if you don't want to stay for the closing prayer, that's fine. There's no judgment. Nobody, you do you, right? But this is the part where we link hearts and link hands, and you connect to your faith and I connect to mine, and it's all good. We share a little bit of love and light and support for each other in the turbulent times our world is going through. Hi, Pioneer Girl. Mwah. Good night. So for all those leaving, freeze-dried green beans. I wish I had a freeze dryer. For all those who care to, for those of you leaving, take care, God bless, and we will see you on Thursday. And for the rest, let's all take some nice deep breaths. We're going to inhale the positive and exhale the negative. And we're going to get in touch. We're going to get in touch with our faith. Okay? You're welcome, Mary Jo. I am really tired. I'm really tired tonight. I got too much sun today, too much excitement, too much exercise. Never too much of anything like that. But I'm really beat. All right. Give a kiss to me before you go. Mwah. All right. Nice deep breaths. And one more, all the way down to the bottom of your lungs. Hey, God, creator and one source of all. How's it going? Thank you, God, for giving me the energy I needed to have today to be supportive to my husband and to just enjoy the day as it was given to me to enjoy. Thank you, God, for all of my friends and my YouTube family and my family that show up every day in email and in comments. Look after them, God. They mean a lot to me. They really mean a lot to me. And I know you're going to look after them. I know. We just get real stubborn sometimes, God, and we forget that you wait to be asked. You don't interfere. You wait to be asked. And some of us, well, we just got to do it all our own way, don't we? But God, there's a lot of people that don't even know how to ask. There's a lot of people that are just frozen in place by fear or negativity or illness or age, rejection from family. There's a lot of people who don't know asking for them. We're lifting those people up to you, God, so that they may feel the warmth and tenderness of your love soaking into them, even if they don't know where it's coming from. We do. Thank you, God, for looking after these people, right? We give them to you because we're not you. Only you, only you can make a broken glass whole again without any marks. So, God, as we go, I ask that you fill us full of the light of your love, so that as we go forward, the path is always lit and always clear, and that the light of your love slices through the darkness in our world today to make our way forward clear and well lit by your love. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for reminding me every day that you are all good all the time, and that everything that comes from you is love. Everything else is fluff on the furniture. And thanks for the sunshine, the kiss of the sunshine today. Amen. Shalom. Namaste. Miigwech. Peace be with you. Merry meet. Merry part. Blessed be. Walk in the ever shining light of God's love, whatever language you use to talk to your higher power or your faith. Know that we are always heard. We are always heard, and we are always loved. All right? Take care. God bless, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Mwah! Wendy, did you sprout your seeds? Oh, thank you, JB. That's true. Have a great day, have a great day. Have a wonderful Labor Day Monday. Relax. Enjoy the weather, whatever the weather may be. If it's raining, knit something and watch TV. If it's sunny, go out and start looking for the fall leaves. Either way, every day is a gift from God. And let's not waste it, right? Take care. God bless.